right, so side view on this one. I said I was going to use the method of projection on this, so bear with me on it. If, again, this is sometimes hard for students to visualize, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a series of offsets, and I think this is really, truly the simplest way to do this drawing. So what I'm going to do is draw I'm looking at the right side here. I'm just going to draw a long vertical line, okay? And there's only a couple of dimensions that I'm going to have to input here. So the width of the camera, they broke up into a couple pieces. They gave us really the depth of the lens, which is 20, and then they gave us the body of the camera, which is 15 and 15. They did that so that you can see that these buttons are centered. So they go 15, 15. So 15 and 15 is 30 plus 20 is 50. Okay, so I can go offset 50, and that puts me at the back of the camera, but I needed the lens part as well. So I go offset 20, and then this area between here and here is all lens. Okay. Why did I draw these lines longer than the height of the camera? So that I don't have to be careful is the reason. Okay. So what I'm going to do is draw a real nice long line and shoot it over this way. Again, so I don't have to be careful, but also I'm going to tug this line from here and I'm going to move along and I'm going to ask myself, do I see this or do I not see it? So I go copy and I'm going to go from here. Now, what do I see? Okay, I see stuff before I get all the way up here. Like from the right side, I would see the bottom of the lens. So now you can see why I made that line nice and long, so it goes all the way through the camera. Do I see anything else? Yep, I see this like racing stripe looking thing. Do I see anything else? Yep, I see the top of the lens. How about now? Yep, top edge of the camera. How about now? Yep, I see that button. How about now? Yep, I see the edge of that wedge-shaped piece. So it looks like you have a tic-tac-toe board from hell, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to neaten things up a little bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and trim. I'm going to trim everything because nothing sticks back here, and nothing sticks back here. And really nothing comes inside of here, but let's just go really careful, one step at a time. I know that really I can get rid of that and that, okay? That's the top of the camera, tallest point overall. So let's work from the bottom up. What is this? This is the bottom of the lens, which we know doesn't stick in between. This is just the space between the two views. And we know that the lens does not come down there. Okay. What about here? Do we have anything? So let's go to the top of the lens and keep it easy. Here's the top of the lens. Follow the line over. Follow the line over. Okay. And there is nothing then above this right there. So that's the top of my lens. Okay. Does this stripe go through the lens? It sure doesn't. So get rid of that and get rid of that. And there's the stripe. Okay. This is the top of the lens. Look back over here. Does the top of the lens go into the body of the camera? It does not. So get rid of that. Does the bottom of the lens go into the body of the camera? It doesn't. So get rid of that. Okay. And take your time, and you might have to go back and watch this a time or two. All right. So these are all object lines. I can match properties, right? I can get rid of all this, and I can just, what I'm going to do is give myself all the information that is at this point clear to me. Okay, I've taken care of all of this stuff. I have a button over here, which we know is a height of 5, and we know it's a diameter of 20, and this happens to be the depth of the camera of the body happens to be 30. So all I need to do now is come up here and draw a line in the middle of this. That's a height of 5, right? Which corresponds, this and this completely correspond. I never had to measure anything. And I'm just going to offset 10, go 10 backwards, go 10 forwards. This is a goner. And let's go ahead and neaten it up. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. So there's that round button looking thing, okay? Match properties, I do this along the way so I can keep track of what I have done. And get rid of that. We're almost done. Now I have to draw a line that is at a 45-degree angle. Okay, so remember, when you're drawing a line, we're at 0, and now we're at 90, and now we're at 180, and now we're at 270. So we need to go up here in the 45-degree direction. And we can do this specifically. And in this case, I don't know what the length of that line is. So what I'm going to do is just stick this, right? We can look over here. Yep, that slope comes right down to the front edge of the camera. So I can stick this right here. And I don't know what the angle, I mean, I know what the angle is. It's 45 degrees because it tells me it's 45 degrees, but I don't know the length. Who cares about the length? I know it's longer than, I mean, if this is 5, I know it's way longer than that. I'll just say it's like 30. Who cares? So what you got to look at the command window here to see what I'm going to input, and I'm going to use the @ symbol, okay? And I'll just type in a distance way longer than I need, so I don't have to guess. So I type in @ 30, and then I use angle, which is the less than symbol, shift, comma, and I type in 45. So look at that command window, @ 30, angle 45, @ 30, less than symbol 45, and hit enter. And it shot this thing way up into outer space, but we don't care because now we just click it and trim it. And we're done. We can match properties. Go ahead and select this and then select that, and the right side of our camera is perfect. Okay. The biggest thing about this is by doing that, I've assured that everything lined up. If you started drawing this at random down here, okay, if you said, okay, here's my camera, I'm going to start drawing it this way, this method of projection would never work for you. Okay. So that's why I start with this big long line. I don't care how long it is. The only thing I care about is that it is straight up and down. All right. So try that out, and then I'll come back on the next one and finish up with the top.